Now let's crochet the ears for all four kittens. The crocheting methods are identical for the ears of all four kittens. The Kai kitten will be used for demonstration in the video. The ear is made by starting with a chain stitch foundation. First, make a slip knot with gray yarn. Position the gray yarn on your hand. Hold the yarn tail with your thumb and middle finger. Take out the crochet hook. Position the crochet hook in front of the working yarn. Then rotate the hook clockwise to wrap around the yarn. Return the hook to the front of the working yarn. Press the loop on the hook with your index finger. Pinch the yarn intersection point with your thumb and middle finger. Bring the hook behind the working yarn on, press it downward. Pull the hook to the right to bring the yarn through the loop on the hook. Pull the yarn tail downward. The slip knot is now completed. Next, crochet 3 chain stitches. The first one. Viewed from the side, there is a V shape. Attach a stitch marker. Pass through one strand of the V shape. The second one. The third one. 3 chain stitches are completed. Viewed from the side, there are 3 V shapes. Now make a single crochet in the second chain stitch counting from the hook. We need to insert the hook through one strand of the second to last V shape. Pass through one strand of the V shape. Yarn over the hook. Pull the yarn through the first loop on hook. There are now 2 loops on the crochet hook. Half single crochet is completed. Yarn over the hook and pull through both loops on the hook. The first single crochet is completed. Place a stitch marker. Next, make a half double crochet. We will insert hook into the marked position. First, yarn over the hook. Insert hook through one strand of the V shape. There are now 3 loops on the crochet hook. Yarn over the hook and pull the yarn through the first loop on hook. There are now 3 loops on the crochet hook. Yarn over the hook and pull through all 3 loops on the hook. A half double crochet is now completed. A V shape is also visible from the side view. In this video, we will explain the method of creating a half double crochet stitch. Place the crochet hook in front of the working yarn. The hook head is facing towards us. Wrap the crochet hook around to the back of the working yarn. Press down on the working yarn. Wrap the yarn around the crochet hook once. Here, you can push the new loop on the crochet hook to the back of the hook. Insert the hook through the stitch position. There are now 4 loops on the crochet hook. Place the crochet hook below the working yarn. The hook head is facing towards us. Wrap the crochet hook around to the back of the working yarn. Press down on the working yarn. Hook the working yarn. Pull the crochet hook through the first 2 loops on the hook. A new loop is formed on the crochet hook. Now there are 3 loops on the crochet hook. Place the crochet hook in front of the working yarn. The hook head is facing towards us. Wrap the crochet hook around to the back of the working yarn. Press down on the working yarn. Wrap the yarn around the crochet hook once. Hook the working yarn. Pull the crochet hook. Pass through the 3 loops on the crochet hook. A new loop is now formed on the crochet hook. A half double crochet is completed. The post of the half double crochet is taller than that of a single crochet. The first round is completed. There are 2 stitches in total. Next, leave an 8-inch yarn tail and cut the yarn. Pull the yarn tail out. Remove the stitch marker. One ear is now completed. Please use the same method to crochet the remaining ears. Now let's crochet the tail for the kitten. The crochet methods for all 4 kittens' tails are exactly the same. In the video, we'll demonstrate using this Kai kitten. The tail is crocheted by starting with the chain stitch foundation. Take out the gray yarn and make a slip knot first. Position the yarn on your hand. Pinch the yarn tail with your thumb and middle finger. Take out the crochet hook. Position the crochet hook in front of the working yarn. Rotate the hook clockwise to wrap around the yarn. Then bring it back in front of the working yarn. Pinch the crossover point with your thumb and middle finger. Yarn over the hook and pull through. Pull the yarn tail downward. A slip knot is now completed. Next, crochet 17 chain stitches. The first one. Attach a stitch marker. Pass through one strand of the V shape. The second one. The third. The fourth. Constantly adjust your thumb and middle finger position while crocheting. Keep your thumb and middle finger as close as possible beneath the hook. This can prevent the fabric from distortion. Please complete the remaining 13 chain stitches on your own. 17 chain stitches are done. Verify the stitch count on your own. Then turn, skip 1 chain stitch and work 16 slip stitches by starting from the second to last chain. Insert the hook into one strand of the second to last V shape. Yarn over and pull through. Then pull the left loop through the right loop on hook. The first slip stitch is done. We can see a V shape from the side. Place a stitch marker here. The second one. The third one. The fourth one. Please complete the remaining 12 slip stitches on your own. 16 slip stitches are done. Count the stitches. Cut the yarn, leaving an 8-inch yarn tail. Pull the yarn tail out. Remove the stitch marker. The tail is now completed. Now let's sew up all parts. The sewing methods for the ears and tail are the same. First, I'll demonstrate sewing up the ears and tail. Sew ears onto both sides of the main body between rounds 3 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mark the positions. Thread the long yarn tail through the sewing needle. Pull out the sewing needle. First, secure both sides. Then sew the middle part. For the last stitch, pass the yarn through to the back of the fabric. Insert the sewing needle into the fabric. Thread the short yarn tail through the sewing needle. Pull out from the same spot. Tie a knot with these two yarn tails. Trim excess yarn tails. Pinch to tuck the yarn end into the fabric. One ear is now sewn on. Please sew the other ear symmetrically on the opposite side in the same way. This is how it looks after both ears are sewn on. Next, take out the tail. Sew the tail onto round 13 of the main body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Insert the sewing needle through the middle back position. Take out the tail. Thread the long yarn tail through the sewing needle. Pull out the sewing needle. The tail can lean to either side. Sew according to your personal preference. First, secure both sides. If the sewing needle accidentally comes off, simply re-thread the yarn tail through the needle. Sew vertically twice. On the last stitch, thread the yarn into the fabric. Thread the sewing needle into the fabric. Bring it out through the same spot. Thread this short yarn tail through the sewing needle. Pull out from the same spot. Tie a knot with these two yarn tails. Cut the yarn tails. Pinch to hide the yarn end inside the fabric. The kitten's tail is now sewn on. Next, embroider the head patterns, whiskers and mouth for the ginger kitten and Kai kitten. The sewing methods are exactly the same, only the colors used are different. In the video, the Kai kitten is used for demonstration. Take out 15 inches of black yarn. Thread the yarn onto the sewing needle. Take out the Kai kitten. Insert needle from the backside. Bring needle out from the center position on the round 2. Leave a yarn tail here, then embroider 3 vertical patterns on rounds 2 to 4. For the last pattern, pass the needle to the 8th round. Embroider to diagonal whiskers on both sides of the khaki-colored area. Diagonally embroider 2 whiskers above and below the 8th round. Then pass to the symmetrical position on the opposite side. Using the same method to embroider to diagonal whiskers. Ensure symmetry on both left and right sides. Then pass the needle between the 2 eyes. Embroider a V-shaped mouth. First horizontally embroider a line, then pass to the middle of the round above. Pass the yarn through the middle of the horizontal strand. Bring the needle out from the position of the reserved yarn tail. Tie a knot with these 2 yarn tails. Trim excess yarn tails. Pinch to hide the yarn end inside the fabric. The whiskers, head patterns and mouth are all completed. Next, embroider the whiskers and mouth for both the Siamese kitten and the black kitten. The sewing methods are identical. Only the whiskers positions and yarn colors differ. Use the Siamese kitten for demonstration. Take out 15 inches of black yarn. Thread the yarn onto the sewing needle. Take out the Siamese kitten. Embroider to diagonal whiskers above and below round 7. For the black kitten, embroider above and below round 8. Here are rounds 6 and 7. Insert the needle through from the back side. Pull out through the 7th round. Reserve a short yarn tail here. Embroider to diagonal whiskers. Thread through to the corresponding position on the opposite side and continue embroidering. For the last stitch, thread the yarn through the center point between the eyes. Stitch horizontally across the stitches. Thread through to the next round. Then insert the needle through the middle of the horizontal strand. Thread the yarn tail out through the same position. Tie a knot with the 2 yarn tails. Trim excess yarn tails. Pinch to hide the yarn end within the fabric. The Siamese kitten is now completed. Please make the black kitten's whiskers, nose and mouth on your own.